Hello and welcome everyone. I am Aditya Kumar Shah, your live streaming analyst for today, and I am thrilled to host this session on behalf of Dolphin Markets. Talking about my specialty, I trade in forex, I trade in stock market, and I bring years of experience in equity advisory, portfolio management, market analysis to this platform. So you can be just rest assured whatever advice you are getting from a good source, and you will be learning and gaining from the market as well. So, talking about my background and expertise over of my career, I had a privilege of managing portfolios worth 150 crores in my professional journey. 150 crore rupees in my professional journey, which is huge, and where I have created a tremendous wealth for the client, tremendous wealth, which where I have generated 60 to 70% returns for the clients in last 3 4 years. The post COVID period was great, the market is booming, and we have generated constant return in that period, right? Nifty has given you the return of around 15, 12 to 15%, but we are here to able to generate the profit of more than 60 to 70%. So just remember, if you have followed our advice, if you could be in touch with Aditya, how Aditya will be helping you and generating you with the greater returns. So uh, my expertise lies in data driven strategies, like it's all data driven strategies with a strong focus on fundamental analysis. So whatever calls we provide are data driven, and based on the fundamental analysis we do provide you the research, and which includes lot of in-depth analysis of financial statements. What do I mean by financial statements? By financial statements, I mean that I am able to generate profits for I am able to generate income statement analysis. I am able to do the balance sheet analysis. I am able to perform the cash flow statement analysis. So all this statement we are doing, all this analysis we are performing with. Apart from financial statements, what do we do? Do we stuck at the financial statement? No, we do with the industry analysis also. We go for the industry analysis, and apart from industry analysis, do we only do the financial statement analysis and the industry analysis? No, we also compare it with the peers. We look at the peers, at businesses, how they are performing, and as compared to peers, how any stock is performing. So we will get the idea about that. So it is very important to understand the peer, how peers are performing as of now. So coming to the next analysis, what we do, we also follow the valuation matrices, right? There are valuation matrices like P, price to earning ratio. There are valuation matrices like EPS, earning price here. So we focus on that and give you the strategy. So all of these combined provide you with the balance fundamental analysis. We don't stop here, we have more. We come to the do the economic analysis, which is a very important factor, doing the analysis for in including in fundamentals. So we go for the economic analysis as well. We also do the SWOT analysis. In SWOT analysis, after completing the SWOT analysis of the, we are able to do the 360-degree analysis as of now. So for SWOT, what we do, we look after the strength of our businesses, we look after the weakness of our businesses, we look at the opportunities of our businesses, we look at the threats of our businesses. So SWOT analysis is very important, and actionable insights or what changes can enhance company performance, right? So it is important to know what changes a company can perform, what will be in the future outlook, like in the future term, so that the performance will be enhanced, and they will be able to grow more, because we are also here to grow more our capital. When we will grow our capital, when the company will be performing good, right? So that's the most important factor. When the company will be performing good, company will be making money, so we will be also making money for you. So just remember that we are here, each and every one of us are here to make money, nothing else. So coming to the actionable insights on what can enhance the company performances, all these of the things which I have talked about, the compounded returns, the my strategies, the financial statement, deep financial statement analysis, from balance sheet to cash flow, with industry analysis, peer comparison, valuations, economic analysis, SWOT analysis, all this combined and make up to a great fundamental analysis, and we come up to an investment advice. So whatever doubts you are having overall, we do the 360-degree analysis and throw it to you so that you are able to know where your money is invested, where you are investing your money. So it is very important to understand that why your company enhancement can be done through this analysis. All this accumulates in a well-rounded investment advice to help make client investment decision. So combining all this, we provide you with the recommendation which is helpful for all of our clients, right? And you will be generating a lot of profit from it. So, coming to the purpose of live streaming, what is the purpose of this live streaming today? We have told our example in our title itself. Is Nifty preparing for major breakout after consolidation? See, Nifty is just up and down in the market. Just look, Nifty is going up, down, up, down, up, down. So, Nifty is performing a consolidation in the market. Nifty is trading at the range of 24,000 to 24,600. So, it is trading around that range. But we will look if is Nifty preparing for some solid breakout or not. If is Nifty preparing for some solid breakout, or we have to wait for it. We have to wait for it. So looking at to it, we will review our stock holding, discuss how they are performing in current market. We will go through the profit tracking sheet to analyze returns and track progress against our financial goals. From there, we will dive into tailor analysis of our stock portfolio, reviewing key matrices, market movement. We'll look at the market movement and also what are the key matrices that are affecting the markets, and potential adjustments based on the recent trends. This is your chance to see how a structured approach to investment using fundamental analysis can drive consistent results over time. So, call to action. What will be a call to action? If you have any question during the live session, just come up in the comment section and type it below. Just type it below so that I will be able to understand whatever doubts you are having. Don't hesitate to ask any question because the session is all about interaction. Whatever you are not understanding, you can just put it in the comment section, and then we will be able to get more clear idea what our clients wants, right? And I will address as many as I can. I won't be able to address all of the questions, all of the, because many viewers are present in the live streaming, but I will try to answer, address as many as I can. Don't forget to like this live streaming and share it to your network for more insights in the stock market. So let's just begin with the insights in the stock market. So first, what we will do, we will discuss about the performances. We will discuss about the Excel sheets we have with us. We'll just go through that. So in Excel sheet, we have made many positions. From Hindustan Oil Exploration to Kriti, we have made many positions, and let's see what it is doing in the current market. So looking into the current market scenario, TradingView platform, we use TradingView platform because it is one of the most renowned and well-known platform for analyzing and going technically stocks. For analyzing technically stocks, we go for the TradingView. For analyzing stocks, fundamentally, we prefer this site. What we prefer the site? We prefer the site Ticker Tape and Motilal Oswal. You know, Motilal Oswal is a renowned broker in India, and Ticker Tape is good for fundamental analysis. For fundamental analysis, we go to these sites where we get all the details, most of the details, not all the details, in this two site, from financials to SWOT analysis, some standards which we follow in our fundamental analysis, which we are not able to get in Ticker Tape, we get in Motilal 360 research, and some which we are able to get in research 360 we are not able to get in the Ticker Tape. So we prefer both of our sites and make a combined analysis, because the more information we have, the more knowledge we have the stock, the more we know about the stock, we will be able to gain more insights into it, and we will be able to know where our money is getting invested, right? So that's the most important thing. So getting started with it, let's begin. So now what we see, we have provided you with the calls of 53 calls till date, and as of today, closing of 17th of December, we have provided you with the 232% of profit in just 37 trades. So we are able to provide you with the 232% of profit, and we have closed 37 trades till date. So on an average we are providing you with the great returns. On an average, if you see on each stock, we are able to provide 6 to 7% of return. So we are making an average of 6 to 7% on per stock basis. After closing 37 trades, we are able to make 232% of profits. And in just, it has happened not many days, many years ago, we are just able to generate you with this profit in just 3 months. Just look at the months. In just 3 months we are able to provide you with this profit. So 3 months, 2% of profit. So, and in just closing, we have 37 trades. So we have closed 37 trades as of now in just 3 months, and we are able to provide you with the 232 profit. So 232% of profitability is given to you. So are you making money? Please let me know if you are able to make some good amount of money here in the market. So we have recently made our exit at Hindware. We have provided you with the recommendation of 13th of December, and recently we are able to exit Hindware at the 5% profitability at the target price. We come up with all the recommendations. Just look, whatever recommendation we have, we provide it to you, which are of quality. We don't provide calls recommendation in quantity. Quantity will be useless if we don't have our profitability achieved, right? So we provide you the strategy with quality. So after the strategy we follow, we then what we do, we provide you with the quality calls which is backed by our good research, right? We do analysis for you. What are the research we have done, what are the technicals level we are seeing, what are the support and resistance we are assuming. So we go after each and everything. So that's the most important thing, why we are going through the all the researches and all the stocks which we have been provided. We go for few stocks and we are able to see that we are able to deliver most of the returns in it. As of now, Kriti, if you look at the Kriti is been standalone position. As of now, it is trading around the range of 170 and 175. Let's see what Kriti is doing currently. So looking at the Kriti Industries is trading at the level of 168.21. We have discussed about its fundamental. So Kriti Industries is doing great. We have discussed about its fundamental in the morning, right? We have gone to look at its technical and what businesses are in Kriti. Do you want me to go for the fundamental analysis of Kriti? Just let me know. So we have done discussion with three stocks. We will go for Hindware OP. Hindware, we have already made our profit in Hindware AP. Now Hindustan All Express, Poonawalla, Annapurna, RBL Bank. If you look at the IP rings, we have made a long position and we have exited at 201. Just look at the IP rings. So we have one position left at 200, 205, and the 5% target price was at the level of 200 and 215. So just let's see how it is doing. So IP rings, we have colored this up so that you are able to know the positions you are having. If it is red, it is Hindustan or Expression. We'll just add it up for more stock. If you see multiple entries are happening for DDV Plastic, if you look, DDV Plastic has a one entry only, so we'll just leave it that. For Annapurna, we have made 3 entries. So just color it up that you are able to know much better, right? So Annapurna, we will color it at yellow. So you are able to see how many entries we are made, how many entries we are able to make in Annapurna. So that will be more beneficial. So Annapurna, we have made 1, 2, and 3 entry. For RBL Bank, if you look, there is only 1 entry left in which we are suffering profit. For IP rings, there are 2 entry. So we'll just color it up. That will be making more attractive and visible to each and every one, whatever the multiple entries we are making. so that you will be able to identify. Just look at the, so if it's in a black and white color, so we have only one entry left and one target positions left in that position. In DDV plastic, there are, if there are multiple entries, we have already colored up. So for multiple entries like Hindustan Oil Exploration, we have made our entry at 240. The second one was made at 236. The third one was at 218 to 20, and the fourth one was at 210 to 213. So these are the four entries we have made. For Annapurna, if we look, we have made three entries: 23 of September, 14th of November, and 9th of December. The three entries of Annapurna we have made. And what was the level? 385 to 394. If you look at the average, if we do the averaging out, what we will come through, we will just average it out, so you will be able to know where our target price lies, right? We'll make our average out here. Just look, we have we will add the three values: 430 plus 395 plus 380, 395 plus 380. So these are the things we are having divided by 3. So the average will be around 401. So average price will be 401. 401 is the average. 401 is the average price for Annapurna. So what could be the, if you are coming to this average price 401, just look, if you are coming to this average price 401, you will be safe from the your capital. You will be able to save your capital in Annapurna stock. So it is very important to know the average point of a stock. If you are following a regularly, we always tell you to make an average so that you are able to exit clearly. So here you are making an average in Annapurna. We will just add this up in Excel sheet and look how it is doing. So Annapurna, we have an average at 401. So it is currently trading at 372. Annapurna is currently trading at 372 and is down by 3.0.83% today, right? So average price of both the entries we have at this level, we just adjust it up. The average price will go to three. Average prices will be at here. So the average price will go around the 400 level because we have made our average and shown to you. We have made our average as 401. So looking into the trading view platform, if we go, the average prices are at this level 400 or 400. Just look at the average prices. We have reached our average price at 400. So this is our average price, and we are looking at the head and shoulder making up. So we'll just draw this line. Okay, we will just add the head and shoulder pattern so that you are able to understand. So just look at it, huh? We have a left shoulder at this position. We have made our head at this position, right? And we are seeing a right shoulder at this position. So this is a level we are seeing, and we are expecting to increase much more. So here we have made a right shoulder, left shoulder. Left shoulder was below, between the resistances. Adjust it up, okay, so that you are able to see. So left shoulder has been made at this level, at the level of 344, and the head was at the level of 365, and we are able to see we are making a right shoulder at this point, right? So we can expect a bounce back, and we have seen two positive candle on a daily chart. So we can expecting a right candle here, right candle, green candle here, and it will be some bounce back coming up at this level. So we are projecting it to grow from here. So we are seeing, what we are seeing, we are seeing a red candle here, and if we expect this stock to grow, it will make a more good high. Just look at it. So if it is making some high, it will trade around this range, right? So it will trade around, okay, so it will come around this range. Once it breaks the resistance at this level, okay, once it breaks the resistance at this level, So we will be seeing more highs coming up. So it has to break this resistance at that level, and resistance is also there. So there is a presence of resistance. Just look at it. There is a presence of resistance here from the level of 4117 to 427. So 10 points gap is here for the resistance part. So 10-point gap is here for the resistance part, right? So we have to look if it breaks with a good volume. So what we will write, if it breaks with a good volume, we will see more upside coming up. I will just delete this up. I will just write it here for your make understanding. I will just zoom it so that you are able to see. And so what we will see, if it breaks with a good volume, if it's break with a good volume, if it breaks, right, if it breaks the resistance, will represent resistance by R. Resistance, if it breaks the resistance with good volume, if the volume is good, if it breaks the resistance with good volume, a stock price will increase. Stock price, st price will increase. So if it breaks resistance with a good volume at the level of 400 to 410, we will be able to reach our target price, because we have made our average at 401. So look at the averages. We have made our averages as 401. And if we want to achieve our 5% profit, if you have made an average at 401, so 5% profitability will be at 420. This will be your 5% profitability, and you will be able to make a smart exit out of it. So this will be our exit price at the level of 420. So we have to look, if it is trading around this resistance, it will be also the target price of the averages we have made. Three averages we have made. We have made our entry at what entry we have made. We have made our entry at, just look at the entries which we have made: 430, 395 and 380. So we have made our entry at 430 and 395. For 395 we have made our entry, and third entry was at 380. So combining this, the average of this comes out to be 401. So this will be the average. So this is the average price we are looking, right? This is the average price we are having. We are having average of 401. So look at it. We are seeing, we have been making a head and shoulder pattern. The head was around here, right? The left shoulder was here, the head was here, and we are seeing some right shoulder appearing from this level. So this is the sign we are having, right? We'll just delete it up to make it more clear and concise, that you are able to understand all the patterns we have drawn. So we have seen the left shoulder has been made, the right shoulder has been made, and the head has been made. So if we are seeing a breakout from this level, right, if we are seeing a breakout from this level, it will be growing to much more higher. So just remember to add your position in Annapurna of 10 to 15% only. We don't recommend to add more of positions in your uh, more of any positions in your holding, because it will make the risk much more higher, right? So we have done with Annapurna. We have made an average at 401 and have exit, and we'll be exiting at the level of 420. This recommendation is for those investors who have made their averages at 401, and for all who have entered at only one position. Remember your target level. When it reaches the target level of 5 to 10%, you are able to exit on that. Coming back to our holding, uh, we can see we have made our two position in IP rings. IP rings we have two position, 230 and 200 level. So IP rings, we'll discuss about the IP rings now. So we were expecting some bounce back. Just look at it. If it's making a head here, you have to make a leg here, right? So we'll just analyzing how it can go. So for IP rings, we have seen there was a entry of big players. Just look at it. There was an entry of big players, and they were able to make a good amount of profit. Just look at it. So main funds have entered at this position. That day there was some movement. Just look at it. What I'm telling now, whenever the stock goes for a low volume, the main fund starts entering, and then the stock spike ups. The stock spikes up and get a greener volume. So you are able to gain momentum. You are able to gain momentum at this level. So whenever the stock increases, just look. So this is the level we are having, right? So we are seeing there was a movement. I will just adjust it. So there was a increase of volume. There was increase of volume. Just look at this. There was increase of volume till this day, and there was a sudden spike from the volume. This stock have fallen out, and we are seeing when there is an increase in volume, the next day the stock shoot up. The next day the stock suited up and made a good high. The made a good high at this level. It bounced back from 166 to the level of 258, making 100 points gain in just quick day. In just 3 to 4 days, it was able to make 100 points gain. If we calculate from 150 to 260, it has made around the 40% of profit from just these days. In 4 days, it is able to make you with the profitability of, just look at it, is in just 4 days it is able to make the profitability of how much? It is able to make the profitability of, so just look at its volume. It is how volume is playing an important role in most of the stock. Whenever there is a increase in volume, just look at it. Whenever there is an increase in volume, whenever there is increase in volume, we are seeing some increment at this level. We are just, I will zoom it more so that you are able to understand it more, right? So at this level, there was a sudden spike in the volume. Just look at it. There was a sudden spike in the volume, and after that there was a strong green candle, and in few days only the stock is able to make 100 point gain. So you can just look at this level, the gain which is making, and the gain didn't come at one day. We have to look, the gain didn't come at one day, and there was a sudden spike, and then there was a consolidation, and after the stock started falling. So whenever the stock is gaining momentum, we have to buy at this position. So for people who have bought at this and sold at this, have made huge profit, right? Look how the trap has been generated for retail investor. There is a volume increase, and there was a sudden green spike, and again green spike, and after that when people started booking profit, there was a more green spike the fourth of day. And when people were very confident that this stock will keep on increasing day by day, then it started making consolidation and it started falling. So these are the levels we are looking into the stock, how it is making a trap for the retail investors and trapping you and making stuck in the stock, right? So we are not here to make any trap. We are not here to be in a trap of operators. We are here to make money, and we are providing you with the strategies where you can make money. So just delete, I will just delete it so that you will be able to look it more clearly. So yeah, so these are the levels we were having, right? And there is a sudden spike in that, and if we look at the levels, it is trying to volume. There was a volume gap, so it has made a support. It has touched its support to a time, and after that we are seeing some increase in it. So if we have a strong resistance at this level, because we have seen many times a stock is coming at the level of 233 to 240, and the stock is falling down. So these are the levels we have to look for, and we have to see how it is breaking that level and making some new highs. So this was the analysis of IP rings. We have seen IP rings. We have made our two entries at the level of 230 and 205. So for IP rings, if we adjust the average price, it will come down to 215. So IP rings 215 will be the average price. So IP rings 200 will be the average price. For Poonawalla, if you see, we have made three entries. We are left with Poonawalla. The Poonawalla, we have made our entry at 390, 375, and 360. If you calculate all this, right, 390 plus 375 plus 360. This was the entry we have made divided by 3. So Poonawalla, we have our average at 375. 375 is the average. 375 is the average price of Poonawalla. So why I am telling about this average prices, because it is very important to understand averaging down plays a very important role. Even when the stock reaches at the level of 375, you are able to safely exit from this stock and be safe. Neither you are at profit level, neither you are at loss level. So average is very important. If you look at the Hindustan Oil Expression, there were 4 entries. We will just calculate those entries and add up to the average prices. So if you look, Hindustan Oil Expression, the first entry was made at 240, this level. The second entry was made at 236. Okay, the third entry was made at 218. The fourth entry was made at 2110. So fourth entry was this. If we divide it by 4, because there were 4 entries made, it will come down to the level of 226. So 226 is the average of average price. So for all the multiple entries we have made for Hindustan Oil Exploration, for Poonawalla, right, for IP rings, for Hindustan Oil Exploration we have made 4 entries. For Annapurna, if we have 3 entries for it. For Poonawalla, we have 3 entries. For IP rings, we have made 2 entries. For all of this combined and making an average price, we come out to be that Hindustan Oil Expression is having 226 as the average price. Poonawalla is 375 at the average price. The IP rings is having 215 as the average price. And Annapurna is having 401 as an average price. So this is the average prices we are having. If you want to make profit on it, if you have made average and followed all of our recommendation, then you must have reached to average price of or around this. So if you want to exit from the Annapurna, you can make exit at the level of 420. And if you want to make 25% profitability in IP rings, so just look, you could be able to exit at the level of 437 and 440 around. So this will be 237 around. So that will be a 5% profit level at IP rings. Coming down to Poonawalla, we have an average price of 375. So for 375, if you are getting out of it, you would be requiring, I will just calculate it and let you know. So 375 into 1.05. For 375, we will have it's mistaken, for 375 into 1.05. So this will be our calculation, and we require only 393 to reach our 5% profitable. So we have got the average price. We are telling about the 5% profit margin as well. So this will be our profit margin. And for Hindustan Oil Exploration, we already have made our 226 average, where we have a 5% profit margin at the level of 237. Considering the average of 226, we are able to make an average of 226. We will be able to gain 5% at 237 position. So just remember these points where you need to exit the stocks if you are making an average, because we have made multiple entries in most of the stocks. That's why the averaging out concept is very important. So hi Raptor, we have one viewer telling hi Raptor, I hope you are good and making some quick gains in the market and gaining some profit from our recommendation. So by following this strategy only, we are able to provide you with the recommendation, and we are profitable till date. Like we have made 80% of profit per month In from last 3 months, we have been generating consistent profit for you in the last 3 months. So that was a profitability we are able to achieve for you. So we have our new entry at Kriti. For how many of you want to know about our holding Kriti? Just let me know, that I will do more of a fundamental analysis and make you understand why it good the number and we are expecting some positivity. Because we are not able to exit Kriti as of now, just we will go through and look at its fundamental. We will just go through the searches and know Kriti Industries how it is performing. For today, if you look at the Kriti is 1.33% positive as of now and have gained, okay, uh, and have gained 1.33%, and Kriti is trading at the level of 169.05. It is positive for today, but overall if you see, it is at the entry point which we have provided. Entry point of Kriti was at 170. Just look at this level. We were at Kriti, we have made our entry at 170 and 175. So let's see how it will unfold your position and you will be able to make some profits on it. Kriti Industries India Limited is trading around 170.69. If you look from the Research 360 powered by Motilal Oswal Financial Services, it has quality of 86 by 100. High financial strengths are there. Valuation, if you look, it is a mid of valuation. 43 by 100 score, it have mid valuation. Technically, it is neutral. If we look about the SWOT analysis, it has 4 strength and 8 weakness. So we will just go through each and everything and know how they are doing currently. So Kriti Industries India Limited, if you look, it is trading around 169. If you look at its financial, it comes under the building products pipe with a small market cap of 827. So it is having a market cap of 827 crores. The stock is ranked at 116, 1600. The stock is 4.4x as volatile as Nifty. So these are the things we are having. If you look at the balance sheet, first we will go for analyzing income statement, then balance sheet, then the cash flow. So we have to look after all these things. First we will go for income, then we will go for balance sheet, and then we will go for cash flow. So looking at the income is been growing. The revenue is being growing at a constant phase. If you look, the revenue was only 552.73 crores in the year of 2022, and it has increased to 736. There was a massive jump from 2022 to 2023, and there was a slow in that jump. 870 crore have the revenue. There was an add up of on around 180 crores, and after that there was an add up of only around 140 crore, which makes the revenue growth slow previous year as compared to 22 and 23. So the revenue was lower. If you look at the net income was 19.90 crore, but 2023 net income has fallen. So even after the revenue have increased, the net income has fallen. So it is a good sign. So it is not showing the efficiency, right? It is not showing the efficiency because the revenue is growing and the net income is falling down. So that's not a good sign. With revenue, net income should also grow. The profitability of a company should also grow. Then only we will be able to more financially back up ourselves and make profits, right? And for financial year 2024, we are having a net income of 21.94 crores. So these are the net incomes we are having. EPS, if we look, EPS we have 4.02, right? 2023 we had a EPS of 4.64, and 2024 we had a EPS of 4.42. So this was the EPS for as of now. So this was the EPS we are having. So if we come to the analysis of income statement, if you look, lower than industry revenue growth has been there over the last 5 year. Revenue has grown at a yearly rate of 8.09% versus the industry average of 13.99%. So over the last 5 years, revenue has grown at a yearly rate of 8.09% versus the industry average of 13.98%. So it has maintained a lower revenue from the compared to its peers. The industry was having a revenue of around 13%, and it was having a revenue of around increase of around only 8%. So this was the thing we are having. Decreasing market share. So talking about the market share, if we look over the last 5 years, market share decreased from 1.2% to 0.94%. So the market shares for Kriti Industries have fallen a bit, and we are seeing some downfall in the market share. Over the last 5 years, if we look, the industry net income has been positive. So it has shown an increase in net income 29.6% versus the industry average of 21.77%. So this was the industry average we are looking, and it has made a good high. And talking about the balance sheet, if we go to the balance sheet has been, let's see how balance sheet is going. If you look at the balance sheet, the liabilities is been increasing consistently from 230 to 255 to 281 crores. So liabilities increment has been constant. If you look at the total assets, if you look at the total assets has been 364.83, 409.22, 4.11. So the assets have not increased much on a yearly basis. If you look at the assets, it has increased only 2 crores, but the liabilities have increased much of a here. So liabilities was increment, but the assets have not much increased. So this is the condition as of now, right? So the liabilities is increasing, so it has made the higher than industry debt to equity ratio. So debt has been higher because the liability is consistently increasing. So automatically debt will be going higher. So it is higher than industry debt to equity ratio over the last 5 years. Debt to equity ratio has been 75.8% versus the industry average of 40.79%. So this is the industry average we are seeing 40.7%. Debt to equity ratio has been 75.8%. So it is much more than the industry average. So you have to analyze how we are, what money we are investing is it good to invest in this Kriti Industries, right? We go with the negativity also, the positivity also. We look at the strength, so we look for the weakness also. When we look for the opportunity, we have to look for the threats also. So that was a major concern on that. Also lower than industry current ratio. Over the last 5 years, current ratio has been 121.24% versus the industry average of 143.88%. So over the last 5 years, the current ratio has been 121.24%, whereas the industry average was 143.88%. So current ratio has also been lower as of now, or around 20% lower from its industry. So let's see how it is able to maintain the current ratio. Talking about the cash flow, you can just look at it. The cash flow is positive, so it is a bit of positive sign. And also talking about the free cash flow, 2021 was having a 20.21 crores of free cash flow, and after that there was a decrement, minus 14.31 crore, and 2023 there was a minus 3.18 crores of negative cash flow. But this year, currently in the 2024, we are seeing cash flow of 18.31 crore as of now. So it has increased a bit, and we are seeing some increment on that. So these are the cash flow increment as of now. We are seeing 18.31 crore increment in free cash flow. So talking about the peer comparison, before talking about a peer comparison, we'll just have a look in investor presentation from the Kriti Industries. So going to the Kriti Industries, we have an investor presentation, earning presentation called for quarter 2 2025. So for currently this year 2025, we have a earning presentation for Kriti Group. Talking about Kriti Group, Kriti Industries Limited, India Limited was incorporated in 1980 and got listed in BSE. In just 4 years, it is able to list in the BSE. So in just 4 years, it is able to make it marks in the Bombay Stock Exchange in 1994. It just incorporated in 1990. Suppose you are doing a businesses, and you are just in 4 years you are able to list that businesses in the Bombay Stock Exchange. So how good it is, right? The company is headquarter out of Indore, Madhya Pradesh, and the manufacturing facility is located in Pithampura, Madhya Pradesh. Kitty manufactures premium quality piping products and solution, accessories and gas, telecom ducts, submarine pipes, and casing pipes which are used in application of potable water supply, irrigation, building, construction, and infrastructure. So these are the products which we Kriti is talking about, and these are the products which are heavily used in agricultural and tier 2 and tier 3 cities where Kriti Industries is have a strong presence. If we talk about the revenue, till date 3745 crores of revenue has been generated. If we talk about the till half yearly, and the last year revenue was 8666 crores of revenue was generated last year. So we have to look at if it is matching the revenue or not. So talking about the revenue segment till date, half yearly of financial year 2025. So we have a agricultural base of around 76%, the micro irrigation is 1%, and the building product is at 16%, and the industrial solution is at 7%. So most of the revenues of Kriti group comes from the agricultural sector. Just look, most of the revenue comes from the agricultural sector. If you look at the product portfolio of it, KIL has transformed from a single screw executor for manufacturing polymer pipes and fitting companies in small set to a larger single location integrated fluid transmission product company, both to retail and institutional business player. So it is providing businesses to institutional as well as business player, right? If we look at its businesses, Astral Limited, APL Apollo Tubes, Ratnamani Metals Tubes, it is also into its same industry, right? Same parameters. If we consider, they are also providing the businesses in the same terms. If we have the valuation, just look at it. Kriti is having a P ratio of 37.72. Price to book value is just 5.46. But Astral, it is in overbought zone. The Astral Limited, which is one of the peers of the Kriti Industries, is having a P ratio of 91.12. So it is having a very high valuation. APL Apollo 2 is also having a high valuation, so we can look how it is performing. Like people are paying more money for the small valuations of stock. Also, if you look at the technicals, Kriti Industries India Limited is having volatility of 62.15%, but Estel and APL tubes are having a low volatility. So we can see the big players, main funds are entering into the Kriti as of now, and we will be seeing some J curve appearing and making some quick gains out of the market. Looking at the RSI for 14 days, we have seen Kriti Industries RSI is 46.49, which is below the market level, right? It is not in the overbought zone. If you look at the Astral, it is at medium. APL Apollo Tubes, it has above the overbought zone, so it is very risky to enter at APL Apollo Tubes. Ratnamani Metals and Tubes have a low RSI, it is 34.44. Price comparison, if we look at the price comparison, the Kriti Industries is able to deliver you with the greater returns than its peers, Astral, APL, Apollo. Kriti Industries is able to deliver you with the 47.96% of returns. Astral is minus 4.22, IPL Apollo is stagnant as of now. So looking into the products, it has a portfolio, good portfolio from agricultural to industrial solution to building products to micro irrigation. So these are the product portfolio Kriti is having, right? It is in most of the irrigations, the pipe segments. If you look at the pipe segments product, it is mostly into that, and it is providing you with the RPVC pipe, CPVC pipe, right? UPVC pipe. So all of the pipes which are required for irrigations, for water pumping, right? For transferring the water. Also the fiber duct, fiber fly, fibery track, fiber waste, fiber F8, fiber main, gas pipes, multi-duct. So all these pipes are also provided for the industrial solutions. For micro irrigations, mostly sprinkles are required, inline dip irrigation systems are required, and online dip irrigation system is required. If you look at the agricultural segment, the global plastic pipe market is anticipated to grow at the CAGR of 6.8%, right? in the agriculture segment. If you look at the industrial segment, it only makes up to 7%, but in agriculture it is making up to 76%, and rest are 24%. And in industrial segment it is making 7%, and 93% are rest, which comes to agriculture and all. So building segment, we have seen with the key strengths why it has a strong value, brand value recall, the strong governance is present. So these are the key strengths for Kriti Industries, providing customized value added products. So it has a diversified portfolio. So it is providing customized product, diversified product portfolio catering to multiple sectors, experienced management team, as well as strong footprints in rural areas. So we'll end it here, the investor presentation. We'll just go for the promoter analysis also. So looking at the promoter trends, if you look at the promoter trends, we are doing promoter trends have maintained the consistency. Instead, from December 2023 to September 2024, the promoter holdings have increased. Just look at the promoter holding from 66.35%. The promoter holdings have increased to 66.77%. So there is an increase in promoter, which shows confidence in the stock. Promoters are not selling the stocks, instead they are increasing their stake in a company. And we have seen there is a low page promoter holding. So there are low page promoter holding. Total promoter holding is constant from last 6 months. The total retail holding is constant from last 6 months. Low pledge of promoter holding, so it is a good sign. Foreign institutional holding has almost stayed constant from last 6 months. So we are seeing some stability in the company. It is making a uh, balanced investment advice from the perspective of promoter also, because it is showing some confidence in its stocks. So as you can see, foreign institutions have increased their holding and then decreased in the month of September. It is not much. If you look at the mutual fund, has stayed constant at 0%, and other domestic institutions are also constant at 0%. The foreign institutions, if you look, it is at 0.08 to 0.46%. Okay, so these are the institutions we are having. So this is all about Kriti Industries we have discussed currently. If you look at the SWOT analysis of Kriti Industries, the strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. So generally we don't have opportunity. The opportunity and threats are blank as of now. Looking at the strength, rising net cash flow and cash from operating profit. I'm just doing it up so that you are able to view it more clearly. Rising net cash flow and cash from operating activities. So these are the first strength of it. Second strength is a strong cash generating ability from the core businesses, improving cash flow from operations. In last 2 years, it has upped the operations have generated lot of cash flow. So it is a very positive sign. Strong annual EPS growth. So it is showing a strong annual EPS growth. Company with zero promoter place. So promoter are not placing much of the company and are doing really well. Strong annual EPS growth. So what are the strong annual EPS growth? We are seeing this is a strong annual earning per share growth are been shown. So it is one of the strength a business is having. If we come to the weakness, there is degrowth in revenue and profit. So it is not a good sign. So whatever profitability it was gaining, it has shown some degrowth. It is not that it is not increasing, but it has shown some degrowth. The revenue has slowed down. Fall in quarterly revenue and net profit year on year. So revenue and net profit are falling. Obviously, degrowth in revenue and profits are there. So there will be a fall in quarterly revenue and net profit also. So profit to loss company, we before it was a profitable, but now it has come to loss. So it is a very bad sign for any company who is consistently making profits for the investor, and suddenly they have started making loss. So it's not a good sign for any of the company. It has to bounce back to go towards the profit companies. Increasing trends in non-core income. So they have to increase trends in non-core income. There is a degrowth in quarterly revenue and profits in recent results year on year. They have a weak momentum, price below short, medium, and long term averages, degrowth in revenue, profits and operating profit margin in recent results, quarter on quarter, RSI indicating price weakness. So RSI have indicated price weakness. right? Because it is not showing much of a movement, and the investors or traders are not interested in buying. But what are the positivity we are having? The most positivity is the company has a zero pledge. So that's the sign that promoters are showing conviction in it. If you look at the P ratio is as par with the industry level, and it is not much high. So it makes it attractive for investors in this who are focusing on this industry to pick up Kriti Industries and make quick profit out of it. It is technically very strong, and it comes under the market cap. The net profit margin is also good as compared to its peer. The net profit margin lies at 2.53%. So what we have gone through, we have looked at it fundamentals, right? We have gone through the income, we have gone through the balance sheet, the cash flow, the peer analysis, the economic analysis. Also we have gone through the presentation, right? And after that we are very confident that most of our investors who were in doubt, most of the clients who were in doubt, will be investing our money into the system and will be gaining a lot of profits from this Kriti Industries, right? So just invest your money in the Kriti Industries and wait for the profitability to generate. So we have talked about our holdings as of now. We have talked about our holdings. We have talked about our portfolio. So holdings, we have this. We have started from making an average, right? We have made average at 226 for the Hindustan Oil Express and 375 for the Poonawalla. Out of three entries we have made, the average was at 375. Out of four entries we have made at Hindustan Oil Express, and we have an average of around 226. Out of two entries we made in IP rings, our average was at around 215. And out of three entries we made at Annapurna, our average was at 401 for Annapurna. So whatever averages we have made, if you have followed all of our recommendation and invested on each and every level we have provided, this was your average for all of the four stocks which we have multiple entries as of now. For stocks which we have don't have multiple entry, it is still in black and white. For stocks which we have made multiple entries, we have just made you attractive to look into it with a similar colors in different positions, so that you are able to gain more insights of it. So these are the average prices we are having, and positions target are given. So right, and now coming to the close of our end of our session, we have discussed about the stock profitability, the status of our holding as of now. So make sure you are entering into the Kriti and Annapurna recently, which we have provided to you, and making your position very clear to gain some profit out of it. So we have done with the so as of now, just look in the morning session, we are seeing only two stocks were positive, but now four of our stocks have become positive and have started gaining momentum till now. The DDV Plastic, IP Rings, Hindustan Oil Exploration, and Kriti Industries are gaining momentum and in the positive line as of now. Out of nine of the stocks, four stocks are positive. Still, in this falling market, the Nifty has taken a lot of dip. Nifty is down by 300 points, which makes up to 1.34% of total index down today. Still, it is showing some volatility, and five of the stocks are down and four are up. So it is a very positive, and even in the falling market, if you are seeing, our stocks are trying to perform very well, and the negativity has not much affected this stock. The negativity is between 0.50% to 2.5%, right? And the positivity is also down. So there is not much movement in the stock, right? So just wait till the market closes. We will be welcoming our next analyst, and he will be guiding you through the market. So till then, stay tuned for our next session, and till then, stay profitable. Happy